Hello! Hello everybody! We're back with our Malta series part 2. All about Malta.
Yeah!
Yeah! Rufus is with us, so it's the best vlog ever. Yeah! Peace, man. So we want to show you that we believe that Malta's not just for old people, because that's what everybody kept recommending. They kept telling us that, didn't they?
Yeah. Do you think it's just for old people?
No.
Do you think it's good for kids?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think it's good
But
for?
it's a bit dangerous. Dangerous.
Why do you think it's dangerous?
Because, remember that mountain that we climbed, Dad?
Oh yeah.
That is quite dangerous. Even for me, it was quite hard.
Even for you.
Yeah, well, but you did really well and we were very safe, weren't
Yeah.
you?
I think if you're going climbing, the rule is you need a buddy with you.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, you need a buddy. You need a climbing buddy, yeah? So, anyone out there, young or small, climbing buddy. Rule number 1. Right, let's talk about some of the stuff that we think was great about Malta. What do you want to start with?
So there are parks in random places for a start.
Okay,
There was
for a
actually.
start, yeah.
Like for in a roundabout or like right next to the sea.
Yeah, right next to the sea, on a roundabout, there was quite a few random parks and cool places.
They were in
Yeah.
strange places actually, but they were all really good parks, weren't they?
Yeah.
And we had a really good time at them and we met lots of kids, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Had a little play.
Good.
What did you think about the place when we were walking around? Did you think everything looked nice or did you think it was a bit boring?
Looked beautiful because of building colours.
What colour were they?
Were they purple? I can't remember.
Purple, normal colour, green, any
They
colour.
weren't really purple, you liar. What purple buildings did you see? I was just checking if you were listening. You're giving it a no-go to make up your lies. There were no purple buildings there.
Didn't see
Like,
one.
what colours were the buildings?
Green. Maybe?
No! Not one green building. Were you even on holiday with us? Right, there's no green buildings. This guy's lying. Don't go to Malta expecting green buildings. There's grass mounds.
Were they all like lighted? Because
There were orange buildings.
Orange buildings? Question mark? Yeah, they were kind of orangey yellow. Do you remember?
Yeah.
We have like red brick
I was getting ready
buildings.
to get you.
And they have like orangey, like whitey buildings.
Stop tickling me, you.
Right, okay, this is some sort of farce, like it normally is.
So here we have lots of brick buildings,
Yeah.
don't we? And in Malta we noticed that all the buildings were light coloured,
Yeah.
weren't they? And that was probably because it was quite hot there, do you think?
Yeah.
The type of stone, they use big stone bricks on their buildings, whereas we use the little red bricks quite a lot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See where this is going. Right, so one place we thought was amazing, probably the best place in Malta was
Esplora.
Esplora. Kind of like a science museum
Yeah.
interactive place. And where
It was
was it?
very cool, it was in Calcara.
Yeah.
But the first thing we had to do was stop for lunch.
Oh
And
yeah.
the view was just amazing. The
Yeah.
best view we've seen.
Yeah. Like,
So good.
because Valletta's kind of on like almost like a little peninsula sticking out, and then Calcara is on like one of the opposite parts to it.
What did we do at the museum? Can you remember?
There's like a gun that has legs of air that shoots a ball into a hole.
It holds onto the ball and you move it,
Yeah.
don't you, to try and shoot it through a hoop.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flash up the price, I can't remember it right now, but it was really cheap entry for the whole family. It was just a great place, I'd say the outside
The
of the
outside
area.
area was
It's
amazing.
probably even the best bit, even though the inside was amazing, because it's just the view and the
It had like
activities.
sciencey things outdoors, indoors, like water things, and it had a real big like play area downstairs, which had like I guess lots of scientific-y
Yeah.
play as well, which was really cool.
And we tried lots of different food. We tried the drink, Kinney, which is made of lots of different plants, isn't it?
Yes, it's like a kind of like tango, but with like a herb flavouring,
Yeah.
like a freaky Fanta.
It was nice, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
we tried grapefruit juice and man, that was like 10 times sunnier than I thought it would be.
Listen, man.
So let's talk about Malta then. So you think Malta was how many out of 10?
I would say probably 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, very good, man.
Would you like to go back? Do you think?
Yes.
Msida. So
This is where we stayed.
Yeah,
so we stayed in an Airbnb in Msida, which is just kind of just below the capital, Valletta. It had like a London borough feel where you are still basically connected to Valletta, but you're just, and it's just so busy and bustling. It's not like I imagined it. But then there are these side streets, like where we were staying, we were just a few side streets away from the kind of hustle and bustle of Msida.
The main like centre of it.
Yeah.
The marina.
Yeah.
It was a massive harbour and it was so beautiful.
And it has got that really interesting mix of classic historic buildings and just more of an up-to-date city.
Yeah, and it was a university town as well, so actually when you went into the main city and you walked a little bit further around than we were, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So interesting.
I thought these like market vendors inside the street would be brilliant, so I went there to get some fruit and veg, and A, it was expensive, and B, I got peed on. A bird peed on my head, and the lady next to me just looked at me and then stepped away. And I was like, thanks love. Which was, horrible. I was like, what's that white thing that's on my head? And then I looked up and saw a pigeon's arse hanging off the side of the building, and the lady stepping away. So I bought my vegetables.
Everybody moved away from it, man.
Bought my vegetables away and just left.
We are in Valletta. Let's see what this town has to offer.
Fountain was beautiful, and that led the way into like all the Valletta kind of like the scale.
Because it's a walled city, so you kind of go through, like it's really grand, isn't it, when you first walk through, and it's like you go over a bridge, and it's really big, and it feels pretty like you're like going somewhere really special.
Yeah.
And it is really nice. Like the high street's really nice, isn't it? Lots of really like just grand buildings around you. I think Valletta has something like over 25 churches in it. It's quite a small little town, isn't it? There's absolutely loads of churches and old buildings in Malta in general, on the three islands anyway. But to have that many in that tiny little walled city is quite impressive. We stopped for some ice cream, which was...
the most expensive but luxurious ice creams ever. So much so that Rufus couldn't, it was too chocolatey. You know when chocolate is that good that kids can't take it, then you know you've won then.
Yeah, because you get to eat it.
And they come with, well, they don't come with it like it's free because it costs a fortune, but you can have a macaron on top. So yeah, they were really, really nice ice creams. So, or gelato, should I say. It was very, very nice, really lovely narrow streets as well, and a much more affluent than anywhere else we've been in Malta, so much more than Gozo or Msida or any of the other places we went. You could tell this was the capital. It had, you said actually...
Felt rich, didn't it?
Yeah, you had like, I don't know, I said to you it had this Milan feel.
Yeah, but that's probably because how big everything was, how tall everything around you.
And the narrow streets probably like accent that feeling because it's quite narrow streets and it's all pedestrianised, which is great. It felt like everything was palatial and really built up, and the architecture was so grand that everything was just for viewing and not for touching. Whereas Gozo was a bit more hands-on and you get in there, and I think that might be why I preferred Gozo. One lady that we spoke to, she said that the population had grown from 350,000 to 500,000, and she said the transport here is great, but it can't meet this demand. And I remember on one bus journey, it was a particularly full one, and I remember like lots of people being turned away from the bus and the bus not stopping, and seeing people we drive past, seeing the looks on their faces and their frustration, and just thinking, oh yeah, I feel guilty, or you feel guilty when you've got possibly somebody else's space, and it is sad, and we do think the transport's amazing, but it does need to be better.
So we're back in Malta for one night, and we are staying in Bugibba, and it was we weren't entirely sure about staying here, were we? But no. It's so beautiful. We were only walking down to see what's around, and it's got more shops, more everything.
We're at St Paul's Bay, which is a giant bay.
Gorgeous. Walking around Bugibba. It's a nice little town square, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like thriving. There's loads of people here.
It's like a night out, but
but it feels nice, doesn't it?
It's because they've got music playing in the street.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's like dance music.
We should have been filming this next to the music. Let's put some dance music on.
It wasn't really great for like beach life, was it?
No, I mean we didn't walk that far up because we weren't really dressed appropriately anyway for the beach. But we
just had thongs on.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm not going that far. It chafed a bit. We walked around to find a beach, and there was a bit of a lame beach, and it was absolutely packed. It was the busiest beach we'd seen in our whole trip. Yeah, it was like not it was the worst.
It was the worst, yeah.
Just like that's what they are for a good beach.
Further round, there were more. We didn't actually go that far because you were wearing jeans and boots, and it was too hot.
Yeah, we dressed ready to go home, but we weren't home yet.
Yeah.
Bloody losers. If you're new to travel and you want to take your family somewhere, depending what you want, I would recommend maybe Gozo if you want a quiet place. If you wanted a bit of a resort feel, somewhere like Bugibba or St Paul's Bay, or if you want history and you want to be in the hustle and bustle, you could be Valletta and Msida way. But overall, over this trip, we've just had a great time, and I think, especially if you're new to travel and you're a bit nervous about, language barriers, but you want to experience a bit of culture, I think Malta could be the place for you. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back shortly. Bye bye.